What's up, people? Welcome back to the channel. Okay, Amazing Defenders is here. Let's go ahead and go over it. I'm going to start off. Hopefully, I don't take forever to talk about this, but I just want to start off going over a couple of these collector's rares and also, I guess, kind of address the, I don't want to call it, everyone already knows what's going on. A lot of people do not have faith, really too much faith in this set, like, calling it, a flop of this or that, this is bad, this is this. And in all honesty, I really much believe that we should wait. I don't want to like I don't want to like say I don't want to say like really like, too much. I just have like my like I did have like my opinion on like my first look on it. That was pretty much like that. But that was like the very first look without getting like without seeing anything that kind of happened with it. And I very much feel that like without anything happening, it's still mid. Like we still have a lot of there's still a lot of potential with some of these decks. I'm not saying that they're going to be top meta. This is seeing a little bit of a pickup in the OCG, but at the same time, it isn't like it's just breaking out and like destroying the meta. But like I said, you never know how things go over here. You never know what player choose to play. Let's go ahead and give it some time. And also too, we gotta appreciate some of these collector rares. Like a one for one collector rare is not bad. I do like that collector rare. Is sold not only reprint, but the collector rare is pretty good. Orochi, that's not a bad collector. The Renault reprint, these two reprints are actually really good. This one right here, the Card Trooper reprint, I am actually extremely interested in what could happen with this one because this has a lot of utility in past format, and also too like you really never know that maybe this could actually have some use in current Yu-Gi-Oh. I know there's like a lot of broken decks that are like settings to the graveyard, but you just see you just never know. Like maybe there's some kind of Earth strategy or this specific deck that kind of just needs the Card Trooper to just add those extra cards. These are just cards that you never know that could kind of like just come up out of nowhere. So this is something that I do want to pay attention to. But let's just go ahead and get into the rest of the cards. Let's start off with Rescue Ace. I'm pretty much excluding like the cards that are worth like 25 cents, quarter 10 cents. We're just mostly going to be focusing on the cards that are pretty much that are pretty much worth money right now, because since the set's so new, those are pretty much going to be the main cards of the set. We don't have to go look for any kind of hidden gems right now. But you got Rescue, which is just called Rescue. I was gonna call it Rescue Ace something, but no, it's just Rescue. It's like $2.98, $3, pretty much like a $3 card. It was pretty high. A lot of these cards are gonna have this like waterfall look at the start of the chart. It started off at 7, and now it just come here. It's kind of plateaued around around $3. I think this is probably where it's gonna stay. I kind of think a lot of these cards are gonna kind of hold where they're at right now. Here we go. We got Alert. Is like the him putting off the signal. Same thing. This one started at 11 though, and this one's kind of starting to crash down. Pretty much in the same range. I mean, it's like a $1 more. So this is like the $4 card. The other one is a $3 card. Like I said, if you are interested in getting this stuff, I would want to get it now. I wouldn't want to wait. Like waiting could like even if it's just hype, like even with like like for example with the magical musketeers, like they came out, they're really expensive, they're gonna be good. They kind of fell off, and then people got rid of them. But then when they did come back and have that shot to like potentially do something, like everyone had to pay a lot of money to get this stuff. So this could be something similar with that one, with that deck. Rescue Ace Turbulence, yeah, that's what it's called. This is kind of similar to the $4 range again. Started off kind of pretty high and came back down for the same price as as Alert. It's still going for $4, maybe even $5. So they're kind of pretty much like $3, $4, $5. It really isn't kind of going too crazy. The last card here is Rescue Hydrant, which is I really like this card effect. Not only is it a searcher, but it lets you like activate cards that turn their set. So it does give a lot of playability, especially if you're searching into some of their spell and trap cards. So yeah, this one's going for 8. This one's like a solid $9. You got these 4 copies at 8.34. But like the second these are gone, boom, they're gonna be $9 cards. Oh man. All right, so per purely, yeah, purely. I'm pretty sure it's purely. I'm just gonna go purely. Like it's a little wah. I'm not the biggest fan of like stuff like this. Like this is not. I mean, if it's meta, it's meta. If I need to run, I need to run it. But I'm not someone who really jumps on this kind of stuff. But at the same time, I'm not going to deny that a lot of people are going to want to jump onto these kind of things. Like it is really cute. It's got his, it's got his ears, it's got this, got that. But what it also has is a crashing price at what it was. It did start at 30 when it first came out, but now this one's starting to settle at 21. But like I said, if something happens, this stuff is just gonna go right up. So there's really gonna be no kind of slowing down. It's just gonna be going up. There's not that many sellers on here. There's this guy that has 38 of them, but like I said, if there's a whole bunch of people that have interest and these all go away, the card can start shooting up. Pretty memories. Here's like just this is their quick play spell. Like similar. This is gonna all like I said. I don't want to go too much, but like say similar. They're all gonna be kind of really crashing down. This one right here is like $15. You got 15 to 16. That's pretty much the range. And like I said, like this isn't like for for a deck that has this kind of potential, because I said even if it becomes rogue and then it has the cute factor, that could really up the price to like how Sky Striker was, to where it was a really good meta deck and then it had the whole waifu element on there. So it's like this has the whole cutesy element to it. So like this becomes something. Like I said, if you're interested, even if slightly interested, just you want to try it out, I'd very much probably want to get them sooner rather than later. My friend Pearly. Yeah, these names are not really doing it for me. This this one probably yeah, it, it's a name for me, dog. I mean, I understand Yu-Gi-Oh is very punny, and like I get it, and this is like the first time you meet the cute thing, but yeah. This is, like I said, this one started off really high and it has just come crashing down. You get them here for $10, $11. Really, like I said, these are pretty low, especially like when they first came out. Probably a good amount of people thought it was kind of gonna hold. I'm not gonna lie, I would have thought this stuff would have held a little bit of a higher price, but at the same time, people don't have too much faith, like too much faith in the deck itself. So I really don't. Well, I said deck. I meant to say set. A lot of people don't really have faith in the set itself. So like I really understand why some of these cards are kind of just like crashing, because maybe like people ordering it, they're just opening up just to have copies of certain things, and they're just like trying to get rid of it, and there's no traction. So we're like I said, we're really gonna see, because I'm like I said, I don't want to call it too early, but unless something meta happens, like this set might be just might be a flop. So the Mikanko, this is like the two obligatory Mikanko cards I want to add. I guess I'm not really too interested in this. I've like the only ritual archetype that I actually had any kind of like interest in playing was Necroz, and then also I wanted to play Vendread. Like I did have an idea for like a video with Vendread, and then also I wanted to try to play, but then I just was like, no, this is kind of really too much. Like if you're gonna play zombie, you might as well play all the other good zombie cards to get to get all that. So I don't really I don't see, like personally, I don't see any interest in any myself having any interest. But there are a lot of people that I'm locals that I hear talking about it. They want to run it with this, and they want to do the pure, and they want to run in that engine. So but like, to be honest, the price is very much reflecting that. You got it right here going for 20, 28, 28.99. So it's like 20, $29. I think actually my friend on Saturday pulled this from the locals. Like him and his brother went half on a box, and I think he got one of these. So this is actually a pretty good pull for him. Now that I'm looking at it, it's really good. Kind of I think they're kind of holding a little bit. All right, and then the last card we're gonna talk about here is Minkonko Water Arabesque. Yeah, we're just gonna see these names. Like we're just gonna leave that there. Like need myself a degree I need myself a degree to read the card. Need myself a degree to understand the grammar of the cards, and need a degree to understand the meaning of the names of these things sometimes. But that's just Yu-Gi-Oh. I love it for the good and the bad. For the most part. This card right here is going for $10.55, like 11, 12. It's like pretty much like a $12 card. I guess like this one was kind of more a quick one. I just really wanted to go over the like the prices of some of the more heavier hitting cards. I would like to hear I would like to hear your guys' opinions on this set in the comments down below. If you guys think there's gonna be any hidden collector's rares to be looking out for. Me personally, I think I want to get. I'm gonna wait till this stuff drops a little bit. I want to get me some card troopers, maybe some Orochis for sure. Some souls, like a souls, like a really good one. I really want to get a couple of these, but these are probably gonna be high for a while. Hopefully these will drop so I can get some more copies. I'm not. One for one is probably gonna be like the main, gonna be if not if it's not the chase card, it's gonna be one of the main chase cards. So like this one's probably already like too late. It's gonna be probably maybe like 50. If we're lucky, maybe it might fall like a little lower. But it's just that there's always a deck that needs one for one. There's always a level one that you want to get out. There's like there's DDDs are always gonna, people are always gonna be running the DDDs, and they always gonna need it. Someone's gonna want to like get high rarity, so that's just kind of the thing that you're gonna kind of have to deal with. When it comes to like when it comes to these guys, like the Pearlies, I'm not really too worried about all this stuff. This like I personally don't have too much like faith in them. I'm not saying they're not good. I just don't think they're gonna make too much of an impact. But at the same time, if they do, then oh well, they do. But I don't really see this. Most of my value I really do see is gonna be in the one for one collector's rare, the soul collector's rare, the Gizmic Orochi, and the Cartruber collector's rare, and maybe the rescue ace so they become something meta. All right, guys, this one was an actually very much compared to my videos. It was quicker. Like I said, I want to hear you guys' opinions more in the comments down below about the set. If it's gonna be good, if it's gonna be a flop, maybe ideas of cards that you guys might want to invest in. And until then, I'll catch you guys later, and I'll see you in the next one.